Welcome back to Final Fantasy! So last time we went into a marsh cave. Big ol' cave.
Got a crown out of it.
Yep.
That shimmers mysteriously.
And there's a guy who wanted it.
Yep. I also blew through all our money to get level 4 spells.
Heck yeah.
And a bunch of items. We're maxed out on potions. So we're good on that for a while.
Hopefully we'll never die.
Well, that's why I bought some Phoenix Downs.
So we've been told about this Dark Elf. And that the Dark Elf took...
Matoya's eye.
Yeah, took Matoya's eye. We haven't heard much more about that, but apparently somebody in Elfland told us that the Dark Elf is currently in disguise.
Well, who would he disguise himself as? A king of some sort?
Nah, it couldn't be that. He's probably just laying low.
Oh.
Dang it.
Well, after I kill you, don't join Garland and Bike. Alright? Don't want to see no Warriors of Darkness until the third game.
Man effects. Blah.
No, wait, they just killed him in the comic. It was the son of the next villain that we have to deal with. Who was like a Dirts. Was it Dirts? I can never remember that guy's name.
How do you lose your crown?
Oh, he never had the crown. He just wanted the two items to slap them together.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Ooh, fancy effects.
Well, you also have to keep in mind...
Ugly as sin, though.
You also have to keep in mind the problem with this guy is, he's the first enemy in the game that, well, likes to cast death spells on you.
Yeah, this dude is your first actual boss after, like, friggin' Garland.
Yeah.
He has 168 HP, 26 to 52 AP. Oh, hits hard. 2250 EXP, 2000 G. I'm willing to bet he's not weak to anything. It just lists things below that. I don't know what any of these mean. But it lists Rub, Slow 2, Fast, Fur 2, Lit 2, Slow, Dark, Slep. Just lists them.
Oh, I think those are the spells he can use.
That's my guess.
Because he just hasted himself, so...
Yeah, that's my guess, is that he has access to those spells, and he doesn't actually have any strengths or weaknesses.
And he just put our fighter to sleep.
Okay.
As I'm buffing him up.
That's that Slep.
Oh, he just woke up.
Yeah, I think sleep only lasts one turn. So it kind of functions as a stun more than anything.
Hmm.
Yes, make the thief faster.
My sunglasses, and he's dead.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, admittedly, if he had 260, if he only has 168 HP, you just one-shotted him.
Well, that's because I threw a haste and a temper on the fighter, and keep in mind, temper was broken in the original, so that's just basically an attack up, so... That's the Dark Elf done with. And we get the Crystal Eye back.
Heck yeah.
Cool. This is mine now, and with the crown, I rule the world. I'm just kidding. I'm a warrior of light. I just grab items. I don't own anything.
So what's funny is the beginning of the player's guide actually, or the beginning of this chapter in the player's guide actually spoils the entire plot of the whole thing. And it says, Elf resisted the growing darkness better than most of the world, in part due to their beloved prince. His honesty, courage, and wisdom were renowned throughout Elfland and in kingdoms as far away as Conaria. But there was one elf named Astos, a cousin of the prince, who lived further north and west in a country that fell under the spreading shadow. Over the years, his castle fell into ruins, and his creatures of darkness made it their abode. And as the shadows deepened on his land, Astos also fell under their gloomy spell. He began to brood, and soon jealousy crept into his heart, jealousy over the good fortune of his cousin. With his evil hand, Astos marched to the castle of Elf. Marched on the castle of Elf? Grammar. Defeated the elfish army and cast a sleeping spell upon the good prince. In this way, the shadow reached even over the heart of Elfland. On his return journey, Astos came upon an old woman in the forest who peered at him through a lens of crystal. "Wicked creature!" she shrieked, making gestures in the air as if to ward off evil spirits. Ignoring her curses, the dark elf stole the crystal and left her blind in the wilderness.
I don't know how Matoya made it back from that.
Yeah, I mean, lucky lady to make it back from friggin' here.
Do you have to take a boat to get back here? Well, there is that, like, little part right here, so she could have wandered over the water there.
Nah, not yet. There's like too many rivers in the way.
Is that
And
around
mountains. She'd have to take a boat.
Is that a roundabout way of like the crystal eye might be a reference to like not like Yishtola's blindness? Is that like a crystal eye reference? Because that's,
Yeah, I wonder.
that's like a like. Is that a subtle one? Because it's hard to pick up on subtle ones sometimes.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yay! Did we ever figure this out?
Nope. Cancel Andal Oni. 1.
Well, I thought it could be cancel and loan, but I don't know what loan means.
They wouldn't split the letters that way.
Oh, they did that in some of the other translations. Some of the other translations are kind of weird, but yeah, it's like, I don't... And I played through my game over there, and I didn't mess with any of the files or anything, so the text files, so it's like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, like, and all it did was replace letter for letter. Like, the worst that would happen from me swapping that out is you may see a word not intended to fit in an area crammed in that area, so it may, like, extend out the right-hand side of a panel.
Oh, so
But
you
even
mean
then,
like
I don't
most
think
fan
that happens.
translations.
Hmm?
So you mean like most fan translations?
Yeah, exactly.
And some
Even then,
official ones.
Yeah. Even then, I don't think that actually happens.
No. I don't know what it is. It's kind of confusing. Because we have to do the puzzle at some point. I don't know if that's in here or not.
I mean, I'm sure at some point somebody has already told us, but like, don't have future sight.
The Jolt tonic.
Even for something, I think 2 videos ago, 3 videos, I don't know.
Probably like 5 at this point.
Jolt tonic. So in the original, she just gave you an herb. Generic remedy herb.
You're still here? I don't need you anymore. Just be on your way. And you ain't that pretty either. Gotta go call up my dragon boyfriend. Let us never speak of this again. Oh, I'm working on it. I thought you just have new dialogue for me before I did everything. Wait, what's the Jolt tonic? Jolt tonic say? A serum to break even the deepest sleep. I guess you just have to read to actually understand that stuff.
Okay, well, I can't find anything on that one. I'll figure this out. I'm on a mission.
Quick, down this whole potion while he's asleep.
Right into his lungs.
Right into that gullet. He's been sleeping and eating and drinking somehow. I'm going to the... Is it a stasis spell? Because... I'm assuming they got a bedpan underneath him. You're the legendary warriors. I can't be dreaming because legends are real.
This is a video. Where'd you get text from?
Wait, why was this key waiting for me forever? No, okay, well I got the Mystic Key now. Yay!
Where are you getting this text from?
Cool, Alfheim is saved forever.
Hooray! I'm gonna stay in bed though.
Well, he's been asleep for 5 years. I'm assuming muscles aren't exactly grown back yet. Fine, I'll take care of this running of the earth that you guys keep banging on about. Make me do everything. So grumble, grumble, light warriors, grumble, grumble. Oh yeah, I can do this now. Mystic Key, bitches!
Hey!
Mithril Hammer, 800 gold, 700 gold, bronze gloves. And I said gold just to make everyone mad. And the Mithril Hammer is an upgrade! Hooray!
Hey, wait a minute, this isn't YouTube.
And the bronze gloves are kind of an upgrade, but you ain't doing evasion. You ain't no evasion tank, Frank.
We're trying real hard to be YouTube, but you're not YouTube.
I'll be YouTube if I wanna.
It's like Russian YouTube.
Oh, like the ones that repost all your videos?
Something like that, yeah.
And everyone else's videos? Yet somehow count as like as the YouTube anyway, so you still get the views from it. Well, let's see, have a name. Cool. We got the... Oh, there's a guy out here. Oh, this is how you know. Yeah, so you're supposed to know that Matoya can make potions. Dock off here, get into Corneria Castle, go around the
presumably you already got the stuff in Elfland.
Yes, I did. I got those 4 chests.
And the castle?
Yes, in the castle. Oh wait, this guy actually says something. The time has come to use the key to open the doors. The equipment within is sure to help you.
Sure, whatever.
And this guy's just like, there's a key somewhere, and we're over
Sure
here going
is.
like, yeah, sure is a key.
Oh, let's
Mithril
see.
knife,
Then there's stuff down in Marsh Cave.
a saber, a cottage.
There's a whole house in that chest.
How have you had this for decades?
Was there anything in the Northwest Castle?
Oh, Astos' place? Yeah, I think there was a place. But we'll get that along the way for the cave.
Yes, there was, with three chests.
And in it we get the nitro powder.
Heck yeah. That's what we needed.
Yep, that is progression items there. So we get a tent and iron armor, which I think we already have. Yes, we do. So that's just selling money. Unless... Nope, that's selling money.
Okay, so at this point, we're looking to go to Marsh Cave, Northwest Cave, and then,
Alright, let's get those items in those 2 rooms that were locked off to us. Freaking dogs with their poisonous little bites and things. Rumble. I ain't gonna get more fun from here on. Alright, what's this first item? It's a rune blade! I think the thing is that this is actually our first special item. Our first special weapon, because it actually has a secondary effect.
it's effective against spellcasters.
It's one of those multiple weapons from the original game that had secondary effects that did not work. At all. Like, it worked on spellcasters, you thought it worked on spellcasters, it did not work on spellcasters. Much better.
Yeah, let's see here.
So that was that one.
Special effect! Effective against
Alright. Oh, we get... Alright, we get 2 chests. That's a Werebuster and a Golden Needle. Which
The
is
Werebuster is another fancy sword.
It's a sword. A sword that is effective against beasts. Oh.
So this is where I have been mentioning over the course of the game, like, oh, this enemy, it's classified as an undead. Not every enemy has a classification like that. Like the gargoyle is unclassified. But stuff like the red bone is undead. So if you get something that says effective against undead, it'll be especially effective against that red bone because he's classified as undead. In this game.
And thankfully no enemies as far as I know. Unless I've been really lucky just wandered around.
Yeah, I think it's just that door there on the left.
Yep, I gotta go around.
Oh, really?
Yep.
At least you can run.
One of those things. Yeah, that's the big thing. No, you know what? I know what this is. This is ambush time.
Monsters! Ooh, wraiths. Wraiths aren't hecking around. Where do I find them?
They paralyzed the fighter.
I think I found them earlier. Yeah, because these guys were... I think these are the shadows.
Probably. Well, you know what shadows hate? Sunlight!
So if it is them, they have 50 HP. 10 to 20 AP. They die you.
Ooh, apparition.
90 experience, 45 G. Classified as undead, weak to fire and harm. Strong against cake, ice, rub, bane, stun, and slap.
That's just more money. And another ambush.
Mummies?
Mummies alive!
Oh, I haven't seen any mummies. Oh my goodness, that show.
Oh, did
I remember liking that show.
I bring back bad memories.
I remember liking that show as a kid, but I watched, like, some clips on YouTube and went like, why did I like this? It's so bad.
Oh, I liked it as a kid. It was fun. Well, they are
I
dead
just
now.
had different interests as a kid.
I think it's also the fact that late 90s shows in comparison to early 90s shows just weren't that good anymore. It's
There's the mummy. 80 HP, 30, 60 AP. They soul you.
sleep.
300 experience, 300 G.
Power staff.
Classified as undead, weak to fire and harm, strong against ice, rub, bane, brack, stun, and slap.
A staff with good attack pattern. Should we go for the hat trick?
Sure. Monsters!
More mummies.
I feel like if I want anything out of this guide, I want a bestiary in the back.
I don't. You'd be lucky to get that, so. You're lucky to get it where you get it there, so.
I mean, there's an index that lists the enemies and what page they're on. So that's something, I guess. But that doesn't help me when the names don't matter.
Remember when I said we didn't have to beat up anybody?
Gotta beat somebody up?
Yeah. So, in the original game, they didn't have quick saves. They had trap tiles. So if you ever wondered, like, why in the original game sometimes you'd walk over something and you keep getting a similar enemy around there, it's because they had trap tiles in that one. That was just specifically programmed to have that enemy show up in there. In these games, they just put them in shadowy figures and you can just talk to them. And they turn out to be these assholes again.
Does that mean you could just walk around them, though?
I guess technically I could walk around them. But this time I have Thundera charges. So, eat lightning! Also, they count
If we
as
even get that far.
Yeah, really. No, eat lightning! Also, I guess they apparently count as spellcasters because Raiko hit him with the with that ruined blade and just kind of like wailed at him.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense that they would, but they also don't cast spells.
Also, this chest has
Monsters
monsters in it.
Can't make it too easy on you.
Anacondas. But my button don't want none.
I'm gonna be honest. I love that song simply because it has such amazing wordplay.
Yeah.
It's 3 minutes of describing one thing in 500 different ways.
Welcome to the human language, I guess. How many ways can I say I like booba? I know, let's make a song about it.
Let's see here, I guess that's the Cobra.
Yeah, probably. We got the silver armlet out of it.
Classified as a dragon. 80 HP, 22 to 44 AP, 165 experience, 50 G. Not strong or weak to anything, doesn't cast anything. Oh!
Hubert, your HP had gained terrible gains is starting to affect everyone else in the party. Can you guess what's gonna happen?
Monsters, probably. Monsters!
More of the demons.
Dang it. So this doesn't actually tell you which of these are traps and which are not.
Oh, because they weren't in the original.
But why'd they put them in this one?
Yeah, see,
That's just mean.
Well, the thing is that Monsters in a Box didn't show up until the second game, and the actual second game. So, God, I'm gonna hate when we do Final Fantasy IV and we have to make that distinction all the damn time. This was originally Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy IV. We're gonna call it Final Fantasy IV, and if anybody starts with the Final Fantasy II, I will come over with the golf club. I don't know what's gonna happen afterwards, but there will be a bent golf club afterwards. Anyway.
Yeah, I am showing up with a golf club and I am leaving with a bent golf club. I'm not sure what's gonna happen in them.
No, see, that was the same thing was pretty much like how I said the trap squares was pretty much the same thing. It's like you would walk in front of the chest and, oh, they would attack you. So this time they just relegated them to monsters in boxes. I actually think there's like, I'm not that concerned anymore.
Sure about that?
I could have sworn. I mean, why else would you?
Gotta keep your statues somewhere.
Do you want to guess?
I'm gonna say no.
Alright, end of series, I guess.
I was wrong.
More Pisca demons. This is literally fish demon. That's what it translates. That's what it's supposed to be.
I mean, they're not wrong.
I mean, like octopus, I guess.
It's a dude with a squid for a head.
Oh yeah, squid. They are basically based off the Iliath, but they don't. There's some weird, like, they're not close enough to technically trigger a copyright thing. So it's like Square Enix can keep using that design and keep using Mind Flayer all they want, but as long as they don't call them Iliaths, because the moment they start calling them that, that's when Wizards of the Coast can do something about it.
I mean, otherwise, look, it's just a dude with a squid on his head.
Yeah. I think there's also kind of like a like weird reasoning why D&D can't do it, because like they got theirs from a different source. So while the name is copyright protected, the monster's not necessarily. And I think it's Square did it different enough, because like the Mind Flayers now, they don't really look like they're squids. They look more like they just got like 3 tentacles out of their face or something like that.
Yeah, they got squid heads, kinda.
Not
Good
the
job,
pictures I've
Wizards of the
seen.
Coast, being real hard-nosed about your monster. We're back! Lolly, get out of my home ho!
Yeah, just blah blah blah, yada yada.
Yeah, so at this point we've saved everybody's...
Oh right, we gotta go through the
Yeah, we've
treasure
solved
trove.
everybody's problems. Yeah, we've solved everybody's problems, so we just have to go and, Are these dwarves taller than Frank?
This is like the NES, dude. Come on. Like, I know this is sprite-based stuff, but anyway, we'll rob them first before we give them the power.
Yeah, because we got good stuff.
10, Ooh, a great helm.
Great helm.
I wonder how great it is. It's 2 plus more defense greater.
Why, it's so great.
That is just called Gert in the original. Oh, a worm
The
killer.
Worm Killer.
I don't think that's anything good. Oh no, it's actually better.
Okay, so what do we got in here? Cabin, iron helmet, dragon sword,
Yeah, worm killer. Ether,
silver knife,
potion,
wooden helmet,
mithril mail,
silver armor,
money,
575G,
cottage.
and a house.
Is it really silver? Well, no, it's just in some things that, like, mithril is considered silver for some reason or another. It's because I think mithril is considered... In the great fantasy world, mithril is a kind of silver metal. So a lot of things just call it straight out silver sometimes. Wow. It's worse than what we got.
Okay.
It's like the iron armor is more it's like more evasion, but Frank don't do evasion. Frank sits in the diner with a cigarette and hash browns and a coffee. Whether he adds cream or sugar, that's his business, not yours. But he's sitting there with that food going like, I'm eating this.
That was the longest, most roundabout way to get to the actual...
It was just, I had that thought. I was like, that was my clarification for like Frank and Uber. It's like Raiko and Edon are pretty much just like, it's like we said it.
It was like 5 minutes before you got to him.
It's like Raiko is just like, he's the gadfly of the group. You can work from that. Edon's like the, I hate all of you, but I can't live without you. Ubert's the, I just really put everything in intelligence as much as I could. And Frank's just sitting there in the diner going like, I don't care if the police siren's going off. I'm finishing my meal. I paid for it and I'm eating it.
No, it's just that...
I think the worst part is how taken aback you are by it. It's like,
no, it's the freaking I'm gonna sit in a diner with my meal, with my coffee, prepared how I want it to be, and that's none of your business, but I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna eat it. Specifically referencing the fact that he has no evasion, he's just gonna eat the damage.
oh, okay, I didn't even mean to do that.
That's what got me.
Oh, okay.
All the way around to. It's like, no, we don't need evasion. Frank's the kind of person who's gonna sit in a friggin' diner and eat it.
Okay. Wow, apparently I'm way smarter than I was gonna be. I was just referencing the fact that so many people in movies, like, order something at a diner and then immediately get called away and they leave and their food's just there and it's like, sit there and eat the damn food! You ordered it and you're leaving it there. It's like, I'd be the cop and go like, I'm to go, here's the money, later. It's like, you couldn't have left the food. It's like, we paid for it, I'm eating it.
See, like, I was following you on that right up until you said, and eat it.
And then he eats it.
And then I put, like, eat it back to the fact that he doesn't have evasion. He just takes the damage.
The fun part is...
And that took me.
The fun part is you were doing a math equation while I was doing a poem over here, so it's like we weren't even in the same class. I'm over here going like, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? And you're over here going like, I solved every math problem!
Yeah, and that is 12.
Okay,
Don't follow him, he's putting down explosives.
Well, we're not following him, we're a safe distance away from him. Well, we were watching you put down the stuff.
You heard him.
Ah, run! Run like you're an NES sprite.
I like how they little
the little
bounce
lift
up in the air. Take that, landmass.
I was gonna say, take that, nature. Now excuse me while I go take care of somebody else who's destroying nature.
And you see, that's not even river water. We can sail our boat through that.
Yay!
Good job, you just caused a massive cave-in.
Well, canals have to work somehow.
Now remember,
Take a
we've
nice
been
good look at him, because you'll never see that sprite again. I think he just disappears from the map from now on.
Now remember, we were landlocked. We were in effectively a very large lake. But with that canal open, we can go out into the wild blue.
A very large lake that was somehow salt water and had sharks in it.
I mean, it was connected to the outside, sort of.
Kinda, maybe. Shut up.
Anyway, now we get to get back on our boat and say, until next time, everyone. We're gonna beat up some ogres and go sail into the wild ocean.
Can I get there before he ends the episode?
Is it a sea? Maybe this was a sea, like, I don't know, like the Mediterranean Sea or something?
Well, it's not really landlocked. It still has an opening to the sea. It's like a really small opening in comparison, but it's...
Yeah, I mean, it's like the little rivers. But now we can, like, got a proper big ol' opening.
Anyway, I'm on the boat now.
Got a boat.